Welcome to Let's Play Ratchet Clank, going Commando. My name is Nye, and we are going to be racing today. But in order to race, we have to fix this bike. Use ourselves the electrolyzer. Don't know if I mentioned before, but the electrolyzer will gradually go faster and faster as time passes. And now the bike is complete. And now we can go racing. So the race is pretty simple. R1 will fire off the booster, and as long as you just keep on hitting those, whoopsies. Yeah, I did that on purpose, because there is a platinum bolt right there. Go ahead and pick that up. Now, the race is pretty easy, especially if you know where you're going. And if you hit each of the pickups in turn, it's pretty easy to win the race. You will be able to sort of lock one pickup while using another one. So feel free to just hold on to the pickups, keep using them. Don't just vanish them. Don't be afraid to use them. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that if you hit anything on the track with enough force, you will instantly go down. So try to make sure that you don't do that. Upper left-hand corner, you will see my current pickup. On the far left is our boost pickup, and next to that is where the weapon pickups will be in future races. Top of the HUD, you'll see my current place, currently in 6th. Next to that, you'll see my radar, shows me where enemies are around me. Not really particularly useful. And on the right-hand side, you will see the map where it shows you where everybody is, which can be helpful if you're trying to figure out where first place is if you fell behind. So in this particular race, I can't take anybody out without knocking them into walls. I just have to pick up the boosts and keep chasing. If you go to the left here, you'll be able to make this jump, which will allow you to hit the boost block and also pick up another boost power-up. Now, there is a skill point for this particular race, or not particularly this race, but for racing in general. It's to complete any race in under, I believe it's 2 minutes and 10 seconds or so, something like that. It's recommended that you do that, or make the attempt at least, on the third race, because that one has a particularly fast shortcut, and it also will not have enemies that are trying to shoot you, unlike later on races. It does kind of require that you hit just about every boost pickup available, though. And we're done. So 2 minutes, 25 seconds. Not bad.
Great racing, buddy. Here, take this helmet so the guys know you're one of us.
Thank you, sir.
Uh-oh. Incoming message from the boss.
Uh-oh.
Attention all thugs for less employees. First of all, whatever slug brain's been eating all the choo-chee bars in the break room, better quit stuffing his face, or else... Hey, turn those lights off! It's bad feng shui. Next, our space rendezvous point has been moved to, and listen up, knuckleheads, the Felsen system in sector 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Same combinations on my luggage.
With numbers, find a buddy to help you. Lastly, the company picnic is this Sunday. And don't forget to bring your own juice this time. Hey! I saw that, Cletus! You just earned yourself a write-up. Don't worry. The boss only yells because he loves us.
Yes, sir. I do feel his affection.
Did you see that broadcast?
Not really.
We should scope out that rendezvous point.
Yes, we might intercept some stray transmissions.
That'll be something for a future episode, though. For now, we need to keep racing. So we won the first one. We got some bolts out of it. So now that we're on race 2, we can actually start using weapons ourselves. The enemies don't get to use them yet. Now, the challenges in Ratchet & Clank tend to follow the same basic pattern. Each challenge after the first is a little bit harder than the first one was. The other thing is, after you complete a challenge, you can go back and you can complete as many times as you like, but each consecutive time you'll be getting less and less money. Until maybe the 3rd or 4th time when you're at the least amount you can possibly get, and it'll just stick from there. So I can do that first race all I want. I'll only get 250 bolts from it each time. But that's not exactly a bad amount. Well, 250 is, but the lowest amount is not necessarily a bad amount. So we are way out ahead right now. And honestly, at this point, the other racers are not going to catch up to me. I'm already so far ahead, I'm probably going to start lapping them by the third lap. Don't think I'm going to be able to get the skill point, though. Because I don't think I'm fast enough, even with hitting every single boost block available. As you might have seen, I am able to hold up to 3 boosts. Don't think I'm going to be able to get all 3. And in this particular race, there's kind of no point. Lap time of 45 seconds. Not doing too horribly. But again, on the race to the shortcut isn't actually available right now. There are a couple different weapons we get to use while on the bike. There's the machine gun, which I have now. Fires a little bit like this. There is the shockwave. Sends out a shock that goes in front of everybody ahead of you. Very helpful for taking out... Taking out a bunch of enemies ahead of you. When you die, you lose all bonuses that you have, all boosts, all everything. Okay. Now the caves are open, those are the shortcuts. Weapons turbos available, but remember, it's still only us right now. We're the only ones who get them. The enemy's already faster than we are, so that's why they don't get any boosts. When we go through the weapons crate, we can also get a shield. These are the caves. They cut a significant amount of time off the actual race. Keep in mind, the game doesn't really know how to rank you in terms of your place in the race while you go through the caves. So even though it said I was in 7th, I was closer to 1st. That'd be the homing missile that I used to take out that guy. The enemies respawn just like we do, so you can't permanently take them out. But you can remove them from being ahead of you, which puts me in 1st place. Now it's just a matter of keeping my speed up, taking the caves whenever possible. And remember to hit those boost blocks, very important. They're going to give you that extra burst of speed. And the thing is, burst of speed, the boosts, they actually stack. So what'll happen is, when you use up one boost, it'll go back to the boost you had previously. Now, this doesn't apply, obviously, to the pickup boost that I've been getting, but it does apply to the boost that I'm flying through. Just lapped that guy. Ah, darn, I missed that one. I have a boost in reserve, though, so we're good. Watch out for these pillars in the middle of the caves. If you hit those, you will go down. Like a sack of bricks. And if you hit that pillar right there a little bit too squarely, that'll take you out as well. Oh! Darn. That might cost me the skill point. What am I saying might? That probably will cost me the skill point. Nope, still got it. You got a skill point. And won 3,000 bolts. Challenge 4. Okay, now the enemies do get to shoot as well this time, and they get their weapons pretty darn quickly. And you'll know when they're aiming at you too, because there'll be this aiming reticle that will show up. So we gotta aim back. There it is. Now the way to get out of that is simply to duck and weave, basically. It's to dodge. If you dodge back and forth enough, they'll lose their lock. Ah, darn it. Yeah, he locked on. That's what happens when they lock. When you die, again, you lose everything. Let's be back to 7. That's not too far back. But I will have to work a little bit to get back into first place. Just be careful about weaving like I am, because if you do it too hard, you can actually, you risk getting, yourself killed, basically. Currently in 6th. Remember, I don't know how true that is, because as I said, going through the cave systems kind of screws with the placement. 4th. I can live with that. Gotta get close enough to the enemies to actually use it on them. And there we go. Now, 2nd place is right behind me. And remember, even the guys you lap can shoot you. So be careful no matter who you're passing. This guy passes me, he's gonna go down. But this is lap 3 of 3, so should be fine. And we did it. And still posted a good time, too. One last one. This one's gonna be the hardest of them all. For a given definition of hard. I'll take a shield, I'm okay with that. This guy's not gonna let me hit him. Luckily, machine guns do last for a while. So you do get a couple of tries. Oh man, I thought I evaded that one. No, the enemies cannot take your boosts, so even if they go through it, you still have a chance at it. Whew, somehow I evaded that one. Still a couple racers behind first place. I'm not too far behind him, he's kind of right in front of me. As far as I can tell, at least. Now, I know the missiles seem like they, like you only get one of them. You actually get a number of missiles. Darn. Kind of hoping that would seek out first place for me. It's okay. It's only lap 2 or 3. I can still catch up to him. Shame that wasn't him. I think it's just him right in front of me. That was me knocking a guy into next week. And there goes first place. Now the road is free and clear ahead of me. Just gotta keep my speed up. There are a couple guys way behind me, but not worried about them. All I have to worry about at this point are the guys that I lap. Because they will definitely shoot at me. And there's 3 of 3, posting a time of 2:10 even. That's it. That was the last one. Putting another 1,500 bolts, or 15,000, sorry. 15,000 bolts onto my bank account. Not quite enough to get the item I want, but I think we got some time. Speaking of time, this hasn't taken too much of it. So let's see about, yeah, we're not going there yet. Let's go back to the Maktar Nebula and see about beating that final challenge. Let's see, anything close to leveling up? Not really. Not too worried about the level ups right now. We're gonna try to do two things while we're here. The first thing I'm gonna try to do is to beat the ultimate challenge. It's gonna take me a few minutes. Get this little cutscene going. Make sure we... Oop, no, do not want to buy that. The item I want to buy... I don't even think it's available yet. Yep, not available yet. Not going to even buy the seeker gun. Okay, we want to do the ultimate challenge, and then I'm going to try to do the B2 brawler without being hit. Let's try to get this blitz gun upgraded.
It's like watching a train wreck. Wow.
Again, pretty easy. The first arena fights you get in the game are never particularly difficult. Even these ones. The enemies go down pretty quickly.
Returning to battle is everyone's favorite gladiator. He slices, he dices, and carves up a main dish. Please welcome Chain.
Now, the pulse rifle that I declined picking up a little bit earlier would have been amazing for this fight. It's actually one of my favorite weapons to use against this guy. Ow.
Feeling that in the morning. The furry guy is on a rampage. Chainblade's really got his hands full with this one.
And there goes Chainblade.
Believe it, Chainblade has been
Yep,
defeated.
not a hard fight.
I don't care what
Ow.
galaxy you're from. That's gotta
Now, Chainblade will end up being hard when I do the wrench-only challenge. I'm not going to do that yet. Who did I not kill? That guy.
This guy's on a rampage. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Pretty easy. We should be getting the B2 Brawler round soon. Speaking of which...
Cerebella comes
Okay.
colossal creation. Stand back for the big and the brainy. Let's give it up for the B2 Brawler.
Just this, watch how fast his health just drops.
B2 Brawler gets
Again,
down.
not a hard fight.
That'll leave a mark.
Unpleasant. Neat. Second now I've gotten a maximum nanotech boost in the middle of this.
Battle is everyone's favorite
Yep,
gladiator.
and Chainblade is back.
Carves up a main dish. Please welcome Chainblade.
And I'll beat him the exact same way.
From the past, Cerebella comes a colossal creation. Stand back for the big and the brainy. Let's give it up for the B2 Brawler.
And I got the B2 Brawler skill point for that too, because I didn't take a hit during the fight. Nice.
You have won the ultimate challenge. Congratulations.
Yep, that's the ultimate challenge. I already took care of the B2 Brawler thing just now, so that makes that easy. I do have the Mini-Nuke challenge. This one's actually really easy. So this is beat all 4 rounds using only 8 shots. The easy way to do this is just to get the enemies to group up. Which isn't particularly hard. They actually want to group up a little bit. Except for this guy. This guy apparently does not feel like being a team player. Come on. Come on. Play like a team.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah, you're not allowed to use your wrench either. And for the most part, it's not too hard to get these guys to group up. Just like that.
That's gonna hurt.
Actually, this group right here, this group's probably the easiest one to get to group up because they're all close range guys.
Feeling that in the morning.
So all you do, get them to group up, and then say, hi.
Where did this guy come from? I've got my money in the
And that's it.
black with spunk.
More bolts.
Choose your battle.
Well, it's a victory in every single arena battle so far.
Goodbye.
We might unlock some more later on down the line. Well, that's about it for this episode, guys. When I return, we'll be going to the meeting place of the thugs. See what they're up to over there. Should prove to be a barrel full of laughs if my test run was any indication. And with that, folks, I will see you soon.